Morning Mehmet, morning Ryan, morning TZ, Morgs, what you saying? Daniel, Jed, Jesse, morning. Morning everyone. Jay, what you saying? Morning everyone. Let me know what pairs we're looking at this morning. People. Good morning to everyone. Good morning. Let me know what pairs everyone's looking at. Let me know what we're looking at. Morning Tom, morning Vigok, what you saying? Woolnack, what you saying, bro? Rafi, morning. Michael, morning, bro. Nick, morning. Morning, Tommy. GU Schultz, fair play. Morning, Tommy, what you saying? Bro, you're extra quiet again. Nothing. I don't think I am. Nothing's changed since last stream, so I don't know why I would be. Wait, let me try and clean out my mic a sec. It might be that. Let me just clean it out a sec. Can't hear me, can you? Okay. Can you hear me? Yo. Yo, let me know if you lot can hear me now. Fucking hell, wait. Why does it reckon it's so loud? Oh, no. No, I'm finished. I'm finished. I'm actually finished. Bro. there was there was a volume button on the mic the whole time that I just didn't know was there. I've just turned it up. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Bare loud. Oh mate, I don't want to hear it. About too loud now. There was a volume button on the mic the whole time that I just didn't know was there. I've just turned it up. No, that's normal. That's normal sound. That's normal sound. No way. Bro, way better best it's ever been by far. Come on, let's go. Alright, well I'll fix that mic anyway, which is a touch. Alright, yeah, let me see the chat now, what people's getting in. I wanna low-key this indicator real quick. Let me just get rid of this. Do you know what, I'll keep it, but alright, let's see. Fixed it though. Alright, morning Nate, for no notification. Oh, that's annoying, bro. Everyone drop a like on the stream. I think maybe the more you interact with the stream, the more likely it is to give you a notification or something. Maybe it's something like that. I'm not sure. I know YouTube are a bit weird with the notifications, but the more you interact, I think the more likely it is. Let me read the chat real quick. Generational rage bait last week. Yeah, trust me. What you saying? What you saying, T1? What you saying, Ryan? T, what you saying, bro? T, Ryerson. Cole, what you saying? Cam, what you saying? Tommy, what you saying? Yes, Lou. Pound looks very weak this morning. I'm thinking of GU shorts. A lot of people are thinking of GU shorts right now. That's not what I'll be looking for. It's not what I'll be looking for. I'll show you what I'm looking for, but yeah, that wouldn't be the move I want. That wouldn't be the move I want. I mean, look at the momentum as well for a start. You can see this very, very slow. We then take out the prior day low and tap into an order block, and then we see that instant shift of momentum, breaking 15-minute highs. You'd say really high or low, high, low, high. So we've only had a change of character, and then we want this to come down to a decent point and then go long. If we look at the actual price action in this point, it's mainly on the daily. If we look at what we wanted price to do on the daily, this is really exactly it. So we've got this current daily extension. Why did I say that so weird? Current daily extension here. So obviously we had the leg, retracement, leg. Alright, so this is the current leg from this low to this high. So this is the current range. So we should come into our internal, being this order block, and then rally up to our external. Remember, we most recently took external high, so we should feel internal and then take external. You can see we're starting to see CRT form at this low as well, to potentially take it higher. We've swept the prior day low, obviously, like that. EU's looks kind of similar as well. The level that I actually used this order block for EU, this daily order block here. So yeah, similar for EU as well, and EU took the low as well. And again, EU's just had that extension. So, I mean, you can see the momentum even more because it's broken multiple highs and lows really. It's broken this high, this high. So we can see price is bullish. So we really want to get a retracement and then go long if we're doing anything on this. Right, let me just skip the comments and go to the most recent. Right, if anyone missed, bro, the NZD signal is chopping me. Let me have a look at that signal. I'll have a look at that signal. I think that is a trial signal, by the way. Chat, I've just gone to the most recent comments. So if you commented something earlier, just put it in again. I'm just going to be reading the most recent because you man are popping off the comments right now. Love for the interactions and that. But yeah, what I'll be looking at on this would be price to come down to this order block, or at least this fair value gap here within. So can see we had these nice 1, 2, 3 candles which initially distributed. When they distributed, you can see we took that high as well. So this is obviously a clear bit of imbalance just before our order block. It also should be in line with the daily true open as well if we turn this on. We go down a little bit, yeah, so we can see the daily true opens right there, so that's really where we want to be getting in. So what I'll be looking at is price filling this imbalance and then looking to go long from there. So essentially something like this. Something like that. I mean, you can definitely aim for higher. You could definitely aim for this high here for better RR, but then it's 35 pips. It's quite a lot. It's not massive, but it is quite a lot. I mean, we've already taken the Asia high. Normally, we just aim for the Asia high, but we've already taken it. So, I'll send charts via time frame longs. EU fit one of my trading schematics. Nice. Looking at longs, hoping we sweep the low, then tap into the order block. What pair's that for, Morgs? Could I have your opinion on German 30 longs? Yeah, no worries. I'll do that in a sec. Let's just see what everyone's saying about EU, GU right now. Want to see EU longs, but don't see it retracing. Fair enough. I was in EU shorts. Now I'm thinking EU long. Fair play. That's what I'm mainly looking at, man, is the EU longs. EU GU longs. People are probably going for ALG right now, but you got to think what on the left as well are we tapping into. If we look at both pairs, there's nothing really on the left. Like for me, this just looks like a leg up. So remember, when we get these legs up, we don't really need to like target anything on the left. When we have these legs up, what are we targeting? Remember, when we have these legs up, we're targeting the external of this. So we've already taken it, so it means it's probably going to close at like a random point. Whereas if we was to get like a big proper sell-off, or a proper sell-off that goes all the way down there, we're probably going to be tapping into something significant. So we'd at least like, I don't know, let me go on the 15. We'd at least rally up to fill this. Alright, so then we've filled that internal, and then we take that external. We'd at least do that. I don't think stopping at this like random point here tells you many good things if you're looking to short. Same with EU as well. I mean, EU's sort of tapped into it a little bit better. EU's tapped into this imbalance here. But still nothing really great. I mean, we've already tapped into that multiple times. So, yeah, I'd mainly be looking at longs, man. Waiting for price to come back down and then look for longs. GU, like, it's not a million miles off coming into this level either. Like, we know the pound's quite weak as well. 14 pips to come down. EU, we want it to really come down. If you go on the hourly as well, we're seeing similar things. Again, just really want to come into that order block. Yeah, just this imbalance just above that order block there. You can see the daily true open as well, just on that order block. So that's obviously the most optimal point for buyers. EU's got to come down quite a bit more. Actually, really don't. It's like 15 pips. Same, really. Same for both, what we're seeing. Same for both. Looking at EG, it looks like obviously GU is going to be most likely to come down because the euro is quite strong right now. Let's get rid of some of this old analysis as well. Yeah, so this is what we're saying about the internal, external. So yeah, exactly what we wanted to happen. Exactly what we wanted to happen. So if you man remembered when we was here, where the fuck's that? When we was here, I think it was like Thursday or Friday, probably Thursday, Wednesday. I need a tissue, bruv. But yeah, when it was here, it was basically saying, at this point, price should really be filling this internal order block and then moving to downside based on the internal, external. We've obviously got a bearish range here, we've got a high and we've got a low. So price should tap into this and then move lower, but we basically said that we wanted it to go higher because similarly to what we saw in EU and DXY, is that it's encroached so much on this order block. Like we've tapped into it and then we've coming in again with fast momentum. It just tells us that price doesn't want to tap on this and go lower, and we're actually wanting to go past this order block and disrespect it. Now if we're disrespecting this order block, then we must be going for the external high and therefore having a change of character. So that's what our thought process was. We wanted to take out this high and then obviously disrespect this order block and eventually go up to this high here. So I don't think we've actually reached that high yet, but we have disrespected the order block. So still what we wanted to see. Still what we wanted to see. Obviously that CRT completed as well on the weekly. But yeah, EG looks like it's heading up, which means the stronger of the two is the euro. Alright, we're coming down now. Let me quickly get a tissue. Wait 1 sec. Alright, let me see what the chats are saying. Yeah, if I missed any comments from earlier, boys, just put them in the chat again. I'm not ignoring everyone. The chat's just moving quite quick, so. Someone said EJ Longs could be good. Let's hit 100 man back in here, chat. Let's get 100 man back in this live. 97 views. EJ Longs could be good too, I feel. Yeah, I just didn't really like the look of the yen basket, to be honest, V. Just really didn't like the look of the yen basket. The reason I'm sort of leaving JPY pairs alone this morning, chat, is because if we look at the yen basket, so I'm not going to bother explaining the higher time frame. You man know my overall bias, why we're so bearish. I'll quickly do it quickly because I've done it so many times, but let's just go over it again. So we've got our internal order block. We should fill this order block and come into the low. We've also got CRT of this high, so we took out the high, closed back within the range, so we should rally down and target the candle's low. So we already know price is coming off of this fair value gap towards this CRT low and this external low. We've also got repeated CRT helping us down, so CRT of this high, and then into that low, of this high, and then into that low. And now we're really just sitting, not really doing too much, but we should rally into this low. On the daily as well, if we look at the CRT, we've got this candle here. We took out the high, closed back within the range, so we should rally down and take this candle's low. So not only have we got this weekly low, we've also got this daily CRT low as well. You're looking to long EU or GU the most. I mean, EU will be better because it's stronger, but it probably won't tap in. So GU is probably going to be the one that taps in. Yeah, and then also going on the 4 hour. If we look at the current 4 hour range, got high, low, internal fair value gap, external low. So we should come off of this fair value gap and then rally down into this CRT low, external low, and then this weekly CRT low and external low. So really that is the movement that we should be expecting. However, if we look at the current, just last couple of 4 hour candles, like these last group of candles, really don't want to be longing. I mean, really don't want to be shorting against that if we look at what's going on. I mean, I still personally think that this is part of a bearish retracement. I do think it's a leg into here, and this is just going to be part of the actual retracement. But regardless, you can see how bullish that looks. We've got a big bullish candle. We've got an order block. Price has slowly made its way into the order block and had it all already. Like, even if he didn't have a reaction already, then fair enough. But already had that huge bullish reaction off of it. So yeah, it's a difficult one. You don't really want to be longing. I mean, you don't really want to be shorting this right now, even though I do think it's bearish. That it's just been really bullish this morning. If you look at how it's played as well, normally with JPY pairs, the Asia session will actually do something. Unlike EU and GU where the Asia session accumulates, if you look at the yen basket, it's normally actually going to complete an objective. So like here, for example, we actually rallied up from internal to, from the low, the range low, and then we rallied all the way up, hitting the fair value gap. So you can see even here, we rallied all the way down into this order block and then started to move up. So the yen basket is looking low-key bullish, so I wouldn't be looking to long either of these because we don't have a clear bias. Someone drop 100% strategy on a meme chat low. Wait, what? Could you check my chart check? EJ Longs could be good. Let's have a look at EJ quickly just to see if the ALG. Yeah, we just haven't taken the low, bro. So I'll be real. I wouldn't be looking to get in that unless the yen basket would be unreal. GU, I mean, is a bit nicer because we've actually taken the low. So we've got that typical Asia liquidity grab move. But yeah, man, we wouldn't really be looking to get in if I'm honest. I think there's one pair that's moving quite nice, and that's or one currency that's moving quite nice, and that's pairs against the dollar. So yeah. Let me check chart check because a lot of people telling me they've got their charts in chart check. So let's have a look. I need to change my cam as well. All right. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. We've only got 19 likes in here. Let's get 100 likes on this vid. We've got 93 man in the stream. We was hitting like 140 every single stream, so it's just these Mondays and Fridays where people tend to slack off. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we get 140s, but Monday, Friday, you see the real The real grinders. The real grinders. Alright, let me have a look at chart checks. A lot of people telling me to check their charts. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's go to chart check. So let's have a look. Got a load more people I see joining the signals this morning, boys. So a lot of people was just waiting, getting ready. So fair. Here, day in, day out. Let's go, Jed. Yeah, I know a lot of people are. What software are you using for your YouTube mission videos, for your YouTube coaching videos? Streamlabs, bro. Let's have a look at this. Okay, this is German 30. Let's have a look at German 30 then. I mean, first of all, you wouldn't really want to be buying it, just looking at it. Yeah, I wouldn't be looking to buy this. This is looking actually really nice for sales. Really nice. He's looking for sales. So we got to always start on a daily. You don't want to start on a 15 and work up. You want to start on the daily. And if we look at the day, or not the daily, monthly, weekly, whatever it is. But you look at the current range. So we most recently broke this low. So we're in a bearish range, right? We're in a bearish range. Keep that on so we know we've broke it. And then obviously the range high is here, range low is here. So let's mark out the internal and the external. So the internal, obviously this order block, which we tapped into. You can see we tapped into that order block. So now we should rally into this external low. If we look at what's going on as well with price, also got this CRT. We took out this candle's high. So we've got this candle's low to rally into. So obviously CRT is when we take out a candle's high and then close back within the candle range. So normally we want it to rally down into that candle's low. So we want price to be attracted to here really. Adding that to the fact as well that just the open has been so bearish. Like this 4-hour candle. What the fuck did it start at 4:30? That's just annoying. But yeah, that 4:30 candle. Just so bearish, man. You don't really want to be long in this. You're in the middle of no man's land. I do sort of get, I mean, maybe you're seeing this order block here or this imbalance. Okay, yeah, it's definitely this order block here that you're seeing that you're thinking, right, we're going to long. But it's important to just look, you got to look at the higher time frame. You can't just look at the most recent, like, you can't look. With what I'm trying to say is with certain concepts, you can't use them on their own. Like you can't use an order block on its own because you're going to use it wrong. You're going to look at the chart and go, all right, cool. There's an order block there, so let's mark it out. You need to use order blocks in line with internal and external and market structure. That's why the first thing we teach you on the mentorship is market structure. Because you need to be like, it doesn't matter if you can look at order blocks if you can't go on a daily time frame and see that we're in a bearish range. It's the most important thing, boys. Like, even when I've had one-to-ones in person, I'll make them sit there for hours and hours. They want to move on. They want to go for a pint. I'm like, no, bro. You've got to do market structure. If you can't read if we're in a bullish or bearish market, there's no point moving on to all these good things. There's no point of it. So, like, obviously, I may be wrong and it may shoot up off that. But, yeah, market structure comes first. And then we see the order block at play is actually this one because it's in line with the range. Why are we in a bearish range? Because we just took out our swing low. So our daily range is here, which is a bearish range. So there's no reason to say we're going to be bullish. There's no reason. The previous range was bearish. The current range is bearish. And we've had nothing disrespected. I mean, we sort of had this fair value gap, but it's not really been disrespected. So yeah, I wouldn't be looking to go long. I'd just be looking to continue that short. Remember, just make it easy for yourself. Weekly CRT to the upside. Yeah, I did peep that, but it's a little bit not the best, to be fair. Let's actually see how it played out. I just wouldn't be interested in that, to be fair. Like, with CRT, I'm a bit more used to trading it, so there's certain things I won't be looking to get in off. So, for example, if we look at this weekly CRT, the reason I won't be looking to get in on it is because we pretty much completed everything to the upside already. So we've touched into the previous week's wick. So what else does really price have to come up for? And if we go down into the daily and break it down, we can see price is actually... Oh, not mean to do that. Price is actually filled a fair amount of this imbalance. It's filled a fair amount of the imbalance like that. And then we just rallied off. So it's important to look at it in both contexts. Remember, we still like when we see a bullish CRT, we still want it to be like a liquidity grab, right? We still want it to be like that. We don't want it to be as this one is, which is just bullish on GU, bro. Yeah, I'm bullish on GU. Bullish on GU. We want price to come into the discount of this leg. So again, looking at price, come into our order block, took out the prior day low. So we've got this bullish leg. We want price to retrace into our fair value gap on the 30-minute and then rally up. Same for EU. Or EU's an hourly one, to be fair. Hourly fair value gap just above that order block. Say it one more time, bro. Wait. Can you look at GU? Oh. Yeah, EU and GU I'll be bullish. Waiting for the internal to get taken first, then shorting. Fair play. I think we might target prior day high. Wait, what? Shorting and then prior day high. What? Yeah, people are still saying EJ longs, GJ longs. Wait, Jesse, was that? Yeah, I think only Jesse sent something into the chart check. If fair value gap gets disrespected. Right, let's have a look now on the lower. Oh, mate, it's so annoying as well because we're on. So it gets the sessions wrong. I really don't know why it does this. Does this one get it right? No. So it's not even our indicator. They all fucking do it. It's low-key annoying. Let me turn on. Actually, I'll just leave it. Fuck it. Alright, so yeah, just nothing really for me, man. This is bullshit. I can't really see what we're going on. I'm gonna have to draw out the Asia session myself. Where's the 7 AM low? Yeah, see, this is so hard to like this. I don't know how people trade without an Asia session indicator. Like it makes it so much harder to see what's going on. Right, so the 7 AM low was there, and the Asia range high was there. So this is our Asia range. As if I'm actually drawing it on. So yeah, we swept it pretty long ago. We got the 2-hour CRT as well, which is actually alright. Use Philip Nova chart. Like, well, I've got such a peak cold as well. Philip Nova chart, what the fuck is that? Oh, no way. That's actually pretty. That was actually good thinking of you, bro. That was actually good. How did you, man, know that? How the fuck do you, man, know that? Alright, bro, taking your advice. No, yeah, no worries, bro. So, yeah, that is what the market always does. Is it's going to make. Remember, for it to go short, it's going to have to make it look like it's going to want to go long. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but if it's so obvious it's going to go short, then price isn't able to go short because it needs that liquidity. So it's always going to make it look like on another time frame that we're bullish just before it goes bearish. So as we said, on the daily, we know that we're bearish, but it's going to make it look like we're bullish on the 4-hour. Do you know what I mean? So we can induce those people that are on the wrong time frame. So it's always going to line up both ways. So normally when you see it looking nice to the upside and to the downside, that's when a nice trade's going to come. You just got to have you just got to trust your own analysis. Let me quickly draw this back on and we'll do some other pairs. Let me know what other pairs we're looking at, or if it's mainly just EU and GU. Let me know if anyone's in any EU or GU moves as well. But yeah, me personally, I'll be looking to short this for sure. short this for sure. Charlie Kirk's funeral today, wasn't it? Or last night? Nearly Arsenal's funeral yesterday as well. Luckily we got away with one. Oh, I'm not going to lie as well. If we played how City played, fucking hell. We would never hear the end of it. Never hear the end of it. Just shows how big Arsenal are as a club. Just shows, innit? Just shows that Arsenal and Liverpool are so clear of City. Whatever Arsenal or Liverpool does, it gets fucking heavily criticised. To be fair, Arsenal more than anyone. But I think people love to hate on Arsenal the most. By far. For a few reasons. Martinelli and Eze come clutch. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Good little super subs. Would you take a trade without the AL age liquidity sweep? Without it being in a higher time frame area? Would you take a trade without age liquidity sweep without it being in a higher time frame area? Wait, what? I don't really know. I don't really know what you mean. So there's no ALG and there's no higher time frame liquidity. Big club, you don't win out. I can see by the way you said nothing. You didn't say nothing or anything. You don't win anything. You put out or now or something like that. I can tell you support a small club. So your opinion don't mean anything. That's a little cheat code for you boys. If someone replies to you like, you don't win out, or you don't win now, or you don't win out, as this guy, Cole, just know they support a small club, so don't engage. It's because their fans are the most annoying. Yeah, but I think it's a few reasons. I mean, the two biggest reasons why people hate Arsenal and Liverpool. Number one, our fans are annoying, and number two, we've been shit for so long, and now people are threatened that we're actually quite good, and people never admit that, but it's so true. The reason, like, people are threatened by us. That's why people, like, hate on us so much. Obviously, it's due to our fans as well. But, I mean, like, people say we got bare annoying fans. It's just because we got loads of fans. Like, you look at the most annoying fans. For me, the most annoying fans, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United. It's just the three biggest clubs. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I mean, would you take the age liquidity grab without it being in a higher time frame area? I personally wouldn't, more times than not. But if you're a beginner trader, I recommend that you would. Because you want to really get good at trading the strategy first. Just trade the strategy, and there's enough rules in the strategy to keep you safe. And then once you understand the higher time frame a bit more, then start making it a bit more based around the higher time frame. Look, why are we bullish on EU? Isn't it going against CRT? Not for me, bro. What CRT do you mean? What CRT do you mean? As if you turned your mic up and all we can. As if you just turned your mic up and we can all hear you. Fucking hell, that was a bit of a late comment, Jed. Yeah, I know. I didn't realise it. You would never know. Look, how would you know that? See this little thing on the back, right? That is just, this rotates and turns up the volume. Like, not even anything on the back that shows that it's a volume thing. GU sweeping Asia high. Yeah, to be fair, I think we already swept it a while ago. We're trading above it now. We've got to think Asia high was made at like 145. This is just like London low. I mean London high, sorry. Yeah, what CRT is it going against Firefox? What time frame? So yeah, looking at the daily, this is GU one more time, I'll show you. So we've got this monthly CRT, so we're still expecting this monthly CRT to be completed. Looking at the current range, we are in a bullish daily range, so from there to there. We've most recently broke a high, so we should continue that bullish trend. We've obviously got an external low, external high, and an internal order block. So we want to come into our internal and then rally up to our external, like that. Obviously you can see we had price rally, then a clear retracement, and then that rally up again. So we just want next retracement, and then that next leg. So yeah, I wouldn't really say it's going against internal, external. We've got our internal here and our external here. Obviously a bullish range because the prior range broke the high. Name a session indicator. It's our own indicator, bro, that we made for our members. So it is this one here. Sessions, ranges and equilibriums for by Richesse. Just join the Discord, bro, and comment in the thing, and it'll send it, bro. Just join the Discord. I said that so badly. Join the Discord, go in the free chat, and just say, wait, let me just put it. And someone will send it. Fucking hell, man. One of the worst things to have is a blocked nose, bro. To be fair, it's nowhere near one of the worst things, but it's still annoying. No, EU, bro. Oh, mate. Fucking hell. Really, Tony? Really, Tony? Well, it's the same thing on EU. It's the same thing. We've got a bullish range, you can see. We've got the low, we've got the high. We most recently broke a high, so that means we're in a bullish range. So we've got our external low, external high. Remember, we want our external high to get taken because we're in a bullish range. We've got our order block here. Tapped into that order block. So we should go off this internal order block to this external high. We've also taken out the prior day low, and we've got the prior day high there to come into. So hopefully that CRT can play out, and then we'll rally up. But yeah, I'm definitely bullish on this. So I don't know if we'll actually get an entry, if we'll retrace enough down to give us an entry. But I know a lot of you would have missed out on losers. So yeah, I know a lot of you would be planning ALG sells. I just know it. So hopefully I've been able to stop some of you, man, from getting into them L's. So again, you've got to look at certain things in the markets. Like how many of you was looking to short right there and didn't. So just missed yourself an easy L that would have been. You know what I mean? So what's... Okay, yeah, we're moving down on EG right now. Could actually be a trade on there. Look, would you consider LG after Friday 50%? Yeah, bro. How was the other indicator you've been working on? Bro, I'll be real. This guy was like, oh yeah, I watch your videos, and all this was like, oh mate, I just wanna make a sick indicator, like, so I think your strategy's sick, like I wanna make a indicator behind it, like so you can give it to your members and all that. I was like, oh sweet, and he was like, oh yeah, I code, like I know exactly what I'm doing, I can sort it all out for you, no problem. I was like, oh sweet. So he was like, yeah, just send me all this, send me over like what you need, like what the entry is, what the requirements are, all this, and I'll put it into an indicator. I thought, sick. Send it over to him, and he was like, yeah, cool, how do you want to pay? I was thinking, what do you mean pay, bruv? Like, he was messaging me like he was going to make it for the community, like he just wanted to do it. And then made me do all the prep for it, and I was like, yeah, you got to pay. I was thinking, bruv, like, really? What are you saying, Jim Bob? Fucking hell, this is dropping, so I'm assuming... Yeah, look at that. I mean, yeah, we got it right. We knew he was bullish. We knew he was coming to this New York high. So that's exactly what we got. We got that move. Again, chat, this is what I always say. It's just about doing the right thing over and over again. You got to think, we wanted price to move how many pips? We wanted price to move 35 pips up to this high. And what has price done? It has moved 30 pips up to this high. So we've called the market perfectly. We just didn't get entered in. But as long as we do that every day, look, I've got an indicator if you want. What is it, bro? But yeah, if we do that every day, it's just a matter of time before we get tapped in and a trade wins. It really is that simple. You get the right movement every day, and it's a matter of time before the results catch up to you. Where is Kendo today? We need to know this isn't financial advice. Yeah, true say. I've missed him today, man. Big up Kendo. Actually, didn't make him a mod today. I forgot to do it on Friday. I need to make him a mod. Who saw Trump fold about the H1 visas? Anyone see that? He got the call from Modi and folded, bruv. How's this guy folding to India? Like, oh my days, bruv. No, India's a powerful economy and that, but you are America, bro. Just stick to it. Look at USDCAD for order block short. Don't know why you man insist on trading the most unaligned pairs. Like USDCAD, let me just tell you something. Let me just show you something. I mean, let me use ChatGPT because I'm incapable of using anything that ain't ChatGPT anymore. Refuse to use Google. It just seems like the Stone Age. So it's 4 a.m. in New York, and it is, well, 4 a.m. as well in Canada. So do you think USDCAD's going to have like a great deal of movement when majority of the natives are, well, tucked up in bed, probably got a nightcap on, probably got a nice warm glass of a cup of cocoa by the side of them, snoozing. There's probably Zeds coming out for their like Zeds coming off. Do you really think they're going to be involved in the market? Probably not. Use a pair like the euro, which is about now, pound, which is going to be active now. That's why we trade, like, the dollar's about regardless. So, like, fair enough trading the dollar pair. Like, I can't really say anything against that. But CAD, you don't want to be pairing it with CAD. You really don't. I'll analyse it for you, but I would consider, like, trade this pair during the New York session. This is a great pair for the New York session, not for right now. Yeah, looking at it currently, kind of awkward what we're seeing right now. I mean, we filled this imbalance pretty well. And now looking at the 4 hour, came into this order block. What was you looking at? Shorts. You was looking at shorts, weren't you? Oh, yeah. No, it's true, though. I'm looking at the same thing as soon as I pulled it up. So that is a nice little order block. Going on the daily as well. It's annoying we didn't break this low. So we're currently actually still within this range. We're currently still within, well, really this one. We didn't break the low there. We didn't break the low there. We didn't break the low there. So these three are all still, well, to be fair, we did break the low. Did we break the low there? Can't actually fucking tell. No, we didn't break the low. So we still got equal lows. So we're not actually in a bearish range. We just want it to really be bearish. So not the best of confirmations, but it is what it is, I suppose. Let's draw on that. That's the imbalance, obviously, that we're trading within. And also we've got the CRT if this candle's high, so we should come into this candle's low. Not the best CRT again, but still, nonetheless, it is CRT, I suppose. So let's go on the 4 hour now. Let's make this a bit brighter as well, because I don't really like this. There we go, that's better. So yeah, this does actually look nice, as much as you don't know why you're trading this pair during this time. Still does look nice. It's fucking annoyingly unaligned, so I can't see shit, but we've got this imbalance. If we invert this imbalance, then yeah, we're definitely looking bearish. Definitely looking bearish. We've got the 15 minute, which is pretty much the same. So yeah, if we invert this, then you could definitely be looking for sells. Could definitely be looking for that. Obviously, took the Asia high. I can't really see where it happened, but we still did. It's like the Richesse one, just slightly different. Can show DTO even on replay mode, but the only thing I don't know is how to get Friday low Friday. Fair play. Yeah, send it over, bro, and we'll I'll have a look at it. UCAD works very well for me. Fair play, bro. I mean, it's just typically not a pair that moves a lot during the London session. Big up, Chris. How you doing, brother? Oh yeah, I see. Missed it, man. Yeah, no trades for me today. Gonna shoot to the gym. Sweet, John. Have a good one, bro. Have a good one at the gym. GU, bro. Is there a way for me to send an indicator? Just DM it to me on Discord, bro. To be fair, GJ's looking nicely bullish now. Low-key looking nicely bullish. Filled that imbalance. Wicked insanely well. Fucking hell, yeah. If you got in on that as well, that's lovely. If you managed to get in on that. So it's quite kind of hard to trade right now with the yen basket not really moving. I mean, it is kind of bullish, which is weird that... I mean, it shows how strong the euro and the pound are. You can see we've got a bullish yen basket, really. The yen basket's moving up. and yet GJ and EJ is still moving up against it. Whereas if we look at UJ, it's obviously completely losing against it. So if you did want to do anything, it would be short in UJ for sure, or just trading anything bearish against the dollar. The dollar's just really, really weak right now. Really weak right now. So if there's any other USD pairs, this called increase boost can go to 28. Wait, what's that, Mike? What's that, Mike? What does that do? How do you precisely identify a range, bro? Have you not watched episode 1 of the free mentorship on YouTube? I've got a new bootcamp that I've just started releasing. Wait, what did...
It actually reminds me of my favorite story ever. So it's about 2,000 years ago in Jerusalem, and Jesus shows up and he starts talking about the people in power, and he starts doing the worst thing that you can do, which is telling the truth about people, and they hate it, and they just go bonkers. They hate it, and they become obsessed with making him stop. This guy's got to stop talking. We've got to shut this guy up. And I can just sort of picture the scene in a lamplit room with a bunch of guys sitting around eating hummus, thinking about what do we do about this guy telling the truth about us? We must make him stop talking. And there's always one guy with the bright idea, and I can just hear him say, I've got an idea, why don't we just kill him? That'll shut him up. That'll fix the problem.
Tucker Carlson's unhinged, bro. Like, unhinged. I kind of rate him, but he's actually an unhinged bloke. Like, that's just a weird thing to say at someone's funeral and to start laughing. Like, mate, alright, mate. Might be a funny story to you. Probably not his kids that are sitting in the front row watching you craze. Big him up, though. I do quite like him, Tucker Carlson, but he is definitely a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Can you explain again how we want a CRT to be formed? Tell you what you bastards need to do. The next video is going to be all about liquidity. I'm going to explain a whole video on liquidity, every type of liquidity you're ever going to need to know. But you, man, you need to hit like goal on this video. Once this video gets 100 likes, then I'm going to do a video fully on everything to do with CRT, liquidity and everything. Episode 1, easy, smash the likes, 150 likes. Episode 2, still waiting. So you, man, everyone get at that. Everyone like that. And then, yeah, well, we'll talk about CRT in the next video. As soon as it hits the likes, the next day, the next episode comes out. So, but yeah, talking about CRT. So basically, what do we want from CRT to foam? What we want is, so this one here, for example, if we go back here, we want one candle. We've got candle A and candle B, right? And candle C is the one we trade. So we've got candle A, which is just a normal candle. We want it to be a big candle, normally with a lot of body on it. And we want candle B to take out the high or low, but this example, take out the high, but then close back within the range. So the thing we're interested in is the close. We want it to close back within the range after taking the high. So that means that we've taken out this candle's high, but we don't want to continue higher. We've actually taken it out as a liquidity grab because we've closed back within, and then we're going to trade into the low. So then after candle B, so this candle has taken the high of candle A and then closed back within candle A's range, we want candle C to trade us down into the low. So we want candle C to do this, trade into the low. Simple as that. Simple as that. And that's what we're really seeing here beginning to form. So you can see price has taken out this candle's low. So we've taken out the low, but then it looks like we're about to close back within the range, which tells us that candle C is then going to trade up to the high. So we took out the low and closed back within the range. We haven't closed yet, but it's looking likely that we will. We don't have any news today. We've got a load of news tomorrow, but we pretty much have no news today. When is the next episode coming, bro? When we get 100 likes on that one, bro. When we get 100 likes on that one. There's no point doing it if only like 50 man's going to get value out of it. If 100 man's actually watching it, then yeah. To be fair, that one is just proper boring. It's not boring. It's not definitely not boring, but it's just like, it's the things that people don't want to do. Everyone wants to learn new concepts, but that is just the numbers of it. Trial Siggy on GJ. Let me have a look. Let's have a look at GJ. Let's have a Luke. Let's have a little Luke. Mate, I need to blow my nose again. Fucking hell. I feel my voice going all weird and I'm like, brother, this has got to stop. I sound like an idiot. Fucking hell, man. Sorry about that vile sound you may have got to listen to. Do apologise for that. Right, let's have a look at this trial. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, we have got a trial signal sent in, so let's have a look. 765. Probably shouldn't really show you, man. Fuck it, it's a trial signal anyway, but... Certain man know about Jim Bob, though. Certain man know about Jim Bob. Where's he? He's got his TP as well. Is this fucking GJ? Am I looking at the right pair here? Don't know if my chart's just not really aligned with his, but I don't know why. Am I bugging? Am I bugging? Because that is his stop. That is literally his stop loss, and his TP's different as well. What fucking price providers are you using? Yo, is Jim Bob in here or something? Bro, is Jim Bob in here? Because what, like... Because that is his TP, but it says it's on this 4-hour low, but it's just not. Yeah, like, it should be literally on this 4-hour low. But it's just not. It's kind of weird. Let's see how it does, though. He's going for sell, so let's see how it does. Have we taken out this high? We have taken out the high and the low. I mean, let's have a look how it does. Let's see how it does. Interesting. Interesting going for shorts. Interesting going for shorts. But I'm not gonna question Jim Bob. He is up over 6R this month on his signals. So for those of you that don't know, we have got some trial signal senders. So as well as me, Mason, Stu, and a few others that send them in, we're adding to the team. This is one of our traders, Jim Bob, who sent this in, and he's currently up 6R on this month off of. He's sent in 3 trades. One of them, well, 2 of them hit full TP for 3R each. One of them hit full TP, but he told people to cancel before news. So he's also a very honest trader as well, which we love to see. And then this is his 4th one, so let's have a look how it plays out. But yeah, I don't really get the TP. Stu, do you understand that, the TP? Look at the TP, right? His TP is 199,110, and it's pegged on this low. But my 199,110 is miles below that. And I don't know what price provider he's using, because it doesn't say on the chart. But yeah. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I think I missed some comments. Started listening to the Quran this weekend. Gonna listen to the main faiths of the world. Fair play. Fair play. We're gonna get I don't know. Oh yeah, to be fair, Stu, you've already got the beard. You've already got the beard. You just need the hat, and you're done. You would look like fully ready to go. When's the next episode come in? I've absolutely no idea how the boosts work. Oh, fair play. Might not, Jed, but I can have Sweet. Trail signal GJ, trail sig. I don't know about that one. What is it rejecting off? I'm in signals. Jim Bob signals have been fired so far. Please explain. Yeah, trust me. Looks like what he's going off is just based on the Asia liquidity grab mainly. So it looks like if we actually get, let me get a fresh GBP JPY. Fucking hell. Let's get FX CM quickly so we can get a fresh one and show you what we mean. So basically what we've got is we've got the Asia high has been swept here. And we've got the Asia low to trade into. Like that. So obviously you look at, well, to be fair, we've traded into the Asia low, but now we can actually see what's happened. So we've swept the Asia high. Like that. And we've rallied down to the low and then we've instantly sort of retraced. So what this is looking like to us is what you'd call an OTE entry. So it's when we take the Asia high and we take the Asia low and then you want it to continue in that same movement. So what you want to draw on is from the high to the low, your Fibonacci, and then the OTE levels, that and then that and then, oh sorry, this and then this and then that is just in between the two. So 6279 and then that's just the middle number between these two. And that's your OTE. So this is an OTE type entry. In my opinion, it depends which broker he's on. Yeah, I know it depends what broker he's on, but it's literally like 9 pips different. Mine says like 208 and his says 19. No, mine says 208. His says 110. That's like 9 pips different. Shouldn't really be like that. Check GU for buyers. Fair play. But yeah, so obviously that's your OTE type entry, and then the entry he's using is this order block by the looks of things, as well as the not the OTE, as well as the daily true open. Obviously the best sells are going to come from above that daily true open there. I'm thinking that is where his actual entry was as well. I'm pretty sure. Just below it, to be fair. When did he send it in? Is this actually tapped in yet, or is it not? 921. So it would have been 921. Let's drag it across. Yeah, so actually it wouldn't have been tapped in yet. So he does want a retracement up to this 1 hour. Let's see if what he's actually aiming for in this 1 hour. Is there a 5 minute? Yeah, okay. I think it's probably just above this 5 minute imbalance. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, you can see we got the nice movement. We've got that clear low. We've got a failure to make the higher high. Do we have SMT at these highs? Let's have a look if we've got SMT at these highs. We do. We do nicely, right? So you can see GJ, and this is not just any high. This is the Asia high, by the way. We can see GJ took the Asia high, whereas EJ wasn't powerful enough to take it. You see the difference? Took it, sell off, didn't take it, but still failed to go higher and then sold off. So it's nice confirmation for us, really. That is nice little extra confirmation. Someone said check GU for buyers. Yeah, there's not really any retracement right now. I mean, what we have been looking for all morning is buys, but I mean, price has gone in our direction. Just hasn't really been anything. I'm in EG shorts, aiming for Asia low. What's your thoughts? Let's have a look. EG shorts were looking nice, but we've had that big wick now. To be fair, it's not really that much of a wick. We are retracing up. Yeah, whereabouts did you get in, bro? Whereabouts did you get in? That's a nice entry, though. I like that. I like them shorts. Do like the look of it. I don't like analysing EG higher time frame for 2 reasons. 1, I see them as very closely aligned right now. And 2, I just don't think it holds that much weight, EG. I really don't. I really don't think this chart moves based too much off price action. But yeah, for me, EU and GU is very, very closely aligned right now. We're seeing very similar situations in Europe as we see in the UK. Now, no, I'm not getting super technical with it, but I'm just using a general overview. And yeah, this is the thing, but sometimes like you either want to have, there's 2 approaches you need to have to the market, either very simple or very well educated. One or the two, right? So if you're looking at, for example, fundamentals, you either want to know e.g. fundamentals like really well, and you're very confident. Like you can explain the fundamentals of e.g. the same way you could explain like your current team's football club or whatever, your team's football club and your players. You literally, like, you need to know it really perfectly well. But if you don't, then just keep it simple and use the simple stuff you know, which is what I'm doing. Like, I don't really see the benefit of learning loads and loads and loads about euro and the pound because I don't really trade EG. I'll trade the euro, or I'll learn about the relationships of the dollar between the pound and the euro. But yeah, the euro and the pound, I don't see that much value in it. So I just have a very simplistic view. Because I know if I start to try and have an opinion on it, even though I'm not really well informed, I'm just going to get it wrong. And you'd rather keep it simple and just use the basics than try to use the advanced stuff and get it wrong. So yeah, for EG, I think that's a decent trade based off what I'm seeing. But again, it's not really a pair that I love trading. So I'm not going to get in it. But I'm just going to hope that you hit TP. I'm assuming you went off the 10-minute imbalance. That's really the only singular imbalance. You might have even gone off 50% of it if you would have got... Yeah, you probably wouldn't have got spreaded in on that, but you might have done. You might have done. Kiss, keep it simple, Stubby. Yeah, that's it. Thoughts on 200k evaluation funded Alpha Capital? I am... on GU buyers and wait, what do you mean? Thoughts on what? On you getting the account or on you placing the trade on there? I'm in GBP buyers at the moment. Fair play, yeah, lovely. If you got on GU buyers, lovely. I don't know where your entry would have been, but lovely. It's bouncing off the DTO as well on GJ. Yeah, trust is moving lovely. I've got in off the 5-minute FEG where the wicks are. Oh yeah, I'm in EG shorts. 5-minute FEG where the wicks are. Right, so you got enough there. So I'm assuming... Don't know if you got a 50% or the full of it. If you got tagged in, I'm assuming you went off 50% because I don't think you would have been tagged in up here. You might have been, but I don't know. 3 pip stop loss, I'm assuming, and then probably about an 8 pip TP or 9 pip. Yeah, decent. I'd just, yeah, 9.8.4, whatever it is. Even if you went off 50%, I'm assuming you did go off 50% because otherwise you probably wouldn't have got spreaded in. I'm assuming that's what your trade looks like. I'm a little bit confused at that though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so he's clearly using he's using FXCM, so this is why his is different. He's using FXCM. Right, that makes sense. That makes sense. That was obviously the GJ signal we had last week, which was a lot. Okay, no, it wasn't that. It was better than that. Oh yeah, this is what it spreaded me on. This is what it spreaded me on, but the actual was that and that. It was better than that even. Still, it was like that. It was a 5.5 RR on this, and I ended up only getting like 4.9. I mean 3.9. That was that signal last week, which was lovely. Just finished Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He refers it to Kiss. I don't like that guy. I mean, not that I don't like him. He's just like... I just feel like it doesn't really help you out. What he says is just brilliant if you've already got $1 million. Like, he goes, oh, what you want to do, all right, is you just basically don't pay tax. You just invest it in real estate, yeah? You don't pay tax. You invest it in assets. It's like, how can the average person benefit from that? They work a 9 to 5 and get their packs paid by PAYE. Like... He doesn't ever tell you how to make money. He just tells you how to, once you're already rich, how to essentially not pay taxes on that. He doesn't even really tell you that. He just tells you to do that. Like, let's see. Let me draw the entry on here because I think it's a bit different on here. Yeah, it is. It is slightly different. So yeah, it does look a little bit different. So now the actual fucking price should line up with it. Yeah, now it actually lines up. You can see, look at the price point, 110 on the low versus this. 110, fucking miles below the low. So I mean, that's like 10 pips off. It's not good. It's not good. It's really not good, mate. Whoever that was. Who is that, actually? Let's fucking have a look. Amanda, mate. You fucked up there. You really have. Alright, let's just have a look. No. Hopefully we can... He's definitely gone off the fucking 3 minute, hasn't he? Yep. I don't actually know what exactly his entry is tagged on, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's more the mindset shift that benefits people. He points out how people think the wrong way, etc. It's not a guide to getting rich. Yeah, I do think that book's definitely better for the noobs. Like, I'm not sure how much value you'd get out of it still. You probably know everything he's going to say in there. I think I like the more specific books. Like the Best Loser Wins, that's a sick one. Yeah, I do think that's a good one. Rich Dad Poor Dad, definitely a good beginner book. But to be fair, most people in this chat, I'd like to think knows what he's going to say in there. Like, we're not stupid, do you know what I mean? Like, that's 30. Martinelli told his girlfriend yesterday that he wouldn't start, and she replied, "You will play against tired legs in the second half and score a goal, you will see." Hey, mate, I bet she got her fucking rat ruined later. It's a horrible way to put it. I bet he made sweet, sweet love to her in a really romantic setting. No, I read it 10 years ago and it didn't click, so just wanted to revisit. Yeah, fair play. I do need to get into reading way more. I better do. I better do. We've got a few decent ones there. This thing as well, this is a pretty certy one. It's quite a difficult read though, I'm not going to lie. This is a good book, but difficult read. Not difficult as in like, it's got long words in it. Like, fucking hell, boys. I mean, difficult in the fact it's not really like doesn't really read like a normal book or like a normal story like type thing. It's just all different. Mate, Martinelli's fucking arc has officially started, bro. Martin Neymar, bruv. Martin Neymar is back. I've done Market Wizards. Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? It's a good one for education. Teach you a lot of good stuff, but then, yeah, it's not the easiest to read, in my opinion. Trump actually released that fucking gold card. What actually is it? Let's see if this can move up a bit. This is what you do get with VG though. I mean, GJ. If you look at, okay, to be fair, 37 pips, not huge. How big's the range on GU? Yeah, 22. So we can still see it is bigger, but not that much movement. Bear in mind, tomorrow is a bank holiday for JPY. Nearly finished trading in the zone. Next one is best loser wins. Yeah, best loser wins I think is the best one. What is it? It is a fast track visa that allows foreign nationals to obtain lawful permanent residence. There is also a corporate version. Corporations can sponsor individuals by making. The required gift is $1 million. For a corporation sponsoring someone, the gift is $2 million. Fucking hell. The gold card is intended to replace existing visa carriers EB1 and EB2 for eligible people. Those who qualify under exceptional ability or national interest waiver by using financial gifts as evidence of their value. That's a fucking good idea. That is a good idea, I'm not going to lie. I mean, he folded on the H1Bs, so let's see if he folds on this. But still, I've probably done 50. But oh, okay, you do it on Audible. That's why. That's sick though. You can just literally be in the gym listening to it. That's pretty certy. Liar's Poker, trading for a living, relentless, the mental game of trading. Yeah, sick. Yeah, anyone, EU tapped into the 4-hour IFVG looking for externals now? EU tapped into the 4-hour IFVG. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean, bro. Mehmet. GU looks good for long-term buyers. Yeah, for sure. GU's at a nice point. I mean, hopefully we don't move all the way up to here anyway. We've got, to be fair, tomorrow, by the way, chat, we've got a lot of news. So tomorrow is kind of untradeable for the euro and for the pound. I'm not going to lie. So tomorrow might be a bit of a difficult day. And to be fair, it's a JPY bank holiday. So, like, tomorrow is really untradeable, I'll be real. We've got JPY bank holiday. 8:30, we've got PMI for Germany. 9:30, we've got PMI for the pound. And 2:45, we've got PMI for the dollar. And also, we've got Chairman Powell speaking at 5:30. So, literally, JPY is untradeable because it's a bank holiday. London session untradeable for the euro because of PMI. London session untradeable for the pound because we've got PMI. New York session untradeable for the dollar because we've got PMI and Powell speaks. So, yeah, I was looking for sales, my bro, tomorrow. What you saying, cuz? Not really much, bro. I'm not really looking at sales. We was looking at buyers all morning. We have got buyers come through. Just didn't manage to tap in. We was hoping when we got this accumulation here, we'd come back down, tap us in and rally. But we've already hit our point of liquidity we was aiming for before that. So, taking positives from what we've seen. Also had this signal sent in by one of the signal members. It's annoying that we've already rallied down about 15 pips and haven't tapped us in. But yeah, we keep calling it bang on. We're calling stuff bang on. We're just not getting tapped in, which is absolutely fine. As long as you do that all the time, you'll be sweet. Yeah, I can't read for toffee. My mind spends 10 minutes reading the same line. That's why I listen whilst in work in the workshop. I have to drown out the noise of CNC anyway. Fair play. What do you use? What Audible? Did you just get it on your phone? That's quite certy. They must make dough Audible. Tuesday 16th at 2:20. Oh, coming up to here. Yeah, we haven't tapped in that. We're miles away. We're miles away from that. We are like 70 pips away. Yeah, we'll be miles away from that. I'll be focusing on this CRT, that prior day high, getting hit first, if anything. Yeah, the end basket again. We can see the end basket moving up, remaining powerful off of that fair value gap. If we look at how it's open, wait, what have I just done with it? Yeah, remaining powerful. These need to go. Yeah, £7.99 a month, and you get one token that buys you one free book. That's quite sick. I might get that on my phone. I actually didn't know that was. I thought you had to have a Kindle or something. I'll definitely get that. That's sick. Is that my GJ trade, Lou? Nah, Jim Bob, it's my own, bro. It's my own, Jim Bob, and you clearly copied it off the live, so you're getting booted, mate. Yeah, we know your game, Jim Bob. You're a cheat. You're a liar. You're a fraud. You're out. You're fired. No, I'm joking. Yeah, Jim Bob, it is your trade, bro. It is yours, brother. What was your actual entry off of? I was trying to draw it out, but I weren't sure the exact like fair value gap or whatever you used. Missed us by probably about a pip, and now we've ran about 10 pips in prof. GJ plays out right. GJ plays out past phase 1. Hopefully it rips. What are you in, longs or shorts, Trap? Also, Trap, are you in the signals or not? Bruv, Pep's actually the GOAT, bruv, as well. Pep's actually the GOAT. Like, Pep's the most honest manager you'll see. He's got nothing to prove. I suppose it's easy to be like that, though, isn't it? When... Oh, that is so batty. Look at this, look. Look at this Man City fan tweeted. Look at this. Embarrassment, yeah, look. So he tweeted, there's a picture of the towel, yeah. He goes, Arsenal broke Premier League rules today. Towels cannot be used to dry the ball in Premier League matches. The rule was introduced last season to stop time wasting and speed up play with the multi-ball system. Clear breach. Sorry. Yeah, top comments this. Man City fan complaining about breaking rules. Blazakowski finds it difficult to pronounce new teammate Aubameyang. That is facts. Schultz, Broski, GJ, fair play. Tin Bob from now on. No, not in signals. Yeah, Trap, you need to get in the signals, bro. Not gonna lie. If you're copying all the signals from live, don't know why you don't just get in the signals. Make the life easy for yourself. You get the entry, you get the stop loss, you get the trade management, you get the analysis, you get everything there you need, boys. Everything there you need. Signals is growing by the day as well. So that price increase is looking at me saying, when you gonna do it again? But no, we're not gonna up the price just yet. We're gonna keep it the same, get some more man in there. But yeah, we've had loads of people join this morning as well. So a lot of people getting ready for this week, getting in the signals. Also, boys, remember, signals is optional. If you're in this live, getting the mentorship, bro, just straight up, it's £1 a day. It's £40 a month, right? Which is like £1 5p a day. And bear in mind, we're live every single day. We're live from 6:30 to 8 every single day. So not only are you getting all of our educational stuff off, my full strategy breakdown, my 6-part series on CRT, my full explanation of liquidity, market structure, breaker structure, order blocks, fair value gaps, Asia liquidity grab, daily true open, quarterly theory, all of this stuff. All of that stuff included, as well as obviously the live streams every day in the morning before I jump on YouTube live. And that is all for £40 a month, which is literally £1 a day. So I'm not going to lie, if you like these lives and you watch these lives, for the sake of £1 a day, literally £1 a day, you may as well get in there. And that's not even me trying to sell you something. Like, that's just me telling you, bro, like, come on. There's enough stuff there. There's so much stuff there for you to do. Sorry you got to keep listening to me blow my nose, but it's better than listening to me being all bunged up like a clown. I don't know about you, man, but I cannot stand listening to people and you can tell they need to blow their nose or like clear their throat. Or Verts 007 though. Verts 007 pending. Verts 007 pending, bruv. This guy's so salty as well on Twitter, bro. Look. She's an Arsenal fan celebrating. Bear in mind they're all black, right? And he's just gone, I'd rather never watch football again than spend 1 minute watching a game around people trying to force it like this. Clowns. Just say you don't like black people. Like, we know what you're trying to say. It's a room full of black people. You can find a million videos of Arsenal fans acting cringe. Like a million videos. We know what you mean, bro. Just say you don't like black people. It's cool. Like, if you're gonna say it in coded speech, you might as well say it like a real man. 007, 150 million, they said. Oh, mate, he's terrible, bro. He's terrible. He's actually terrible, bro. Bunda bacon. Mate, this guy Destiny's lost his fucking head. Lost his head. If anyone wants a reason to not go on social media, just type up the name Destiny in it. He actually was a decently rounded left winger, and now he is an absolute, like, just an idiot. My trades don't do well in currency pairs, but in Bitcoin, gold, or US oil, they go well, and risk to reward's good, so it's okay if I just trade these 2 to 3 pairs, right? Bitcoin, gold, and US oil. So you clearly like the thrill of gambling, I can see. But no, yeah, Rick, there's nothing wrong with trading those 3, but actually, you know what? There is a problem with trading those 3. I would actually not trade those 3. I wouldn't be wanting to trade those 3, and I'll tell you why. It's because the reason I trade EURUSD and GBPUSD. So I trade 3 pairs, right? I trade EU, GU, and GJ. So the reason I trade those pairs is because they're all quite closely correlated, right? All I've really got to know about is how the dollar's doing and how the pound's doing. That's pretty much it. The dollar, the pound, the euro. That's all I really need to know. And they just move pretty standard, right? They're majors. They're known as majors. So they move pretty smoothly and similar every day. And it's very unlikely that there's going to be a big, random, unpredicted, unforeseen price shock. Unlike all 3 of those pairs you're trading, gold, oil, and Bitcoin. So for a start, all 3 of them can have completely unforeseen, unpredictable price shocks. For example, if a war starts, or I don't know, if fuck knows, like that ship in the Suez Canal a couple of years ago or a year ago, random things can happen and you can't foresee it. And gold, oil, and Bitcoin will just change like that. That puts you in an automatic disadvantage because normally companies that have Bloomberg terminals and stuff like that, or like I know an oil trader personally who works in Dubai, who's employed by a company, family friend of mine, and so he trades US oil. He just trades US oil, and he's got a Bloomberg terminal. So all of these little things that happen, he gets it instantly. So you're gonna find out on the chart when he's gonna find out on his terminal. It flashes up, and he can instantly react. You can't do that. So automatically you're at a disadvantage there. And then second of all, you've got to know too much, right? So with the euro, with the pound, and with the dollar, I know what's going on with the dollar, with the euro, with the pound, just based on my life, right? I'm keep pretty much up to date with US politics. I know if Trump does something pretty big. I keep up to date with the interest rates and unemployment and figures like that, which come out normal on a certain date every single month. So it's very planned out, very methodical, very simple to follow. You can follow a routine. Versus gold, oil, and Bitcoin, they've all got their own intrinsic value. Oil's used for cars, gold's used for fucking jewelry, and Bitcoin's used for buying drugs over the internet. So they all three of them have got their own sort of, obviously not them specific reasons, but what I'm trying to say is they've all got their own intrinsic value. So they all are going to move based on oil or based on gold or based on Bitcoin. It's not like the euro and the pound and the dollar. We trade it based on its relationship to the other pair. So we look at the euro and we look at the dollar and we say, what one's stronger? So cool, the dollar's stronger, so we're going to sell EU. Or we go, okay, the dollar's weaker, so we long EU. Difference between that is with oil, Bitcoin, and gold, you're no longer comparing a pair A or currency A and currency B to make a pair. You're not comparing this and this to make the pair. Gold's its own thing, so you need to know about gold itself. It's not just, oh, how is gold stronger against the dollar or is it stronger against the pound? It's different. You've got to know exactly about gold. You need to know exactly about the euro, and you need to know exactly about gold, exactly about Bitcoin, and exactly about oil. Which is why, if you ever go to a trading desk around the world, like banks, for example, they'll have a trade. If they trade Bitcoin, they're just trading Bitcoin. If they trade oil, they just trade oil. If they trade gold, they just trade gold. So my advice to you would be, if you trade oil, then just trade oil. Just trade US oil, nothing else. Just trade US oil, that's it. If you trade gold, just trade gold and that's it. Maybe gold and silver because they're correlated. So maybe just trade those two. If you're trading Bitcoin, just trade Bitcoin, or maybe trade Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like, you want to make it easy for you. So if you're trading Bitcoin, gold, and US oil, it's like saying, right, I'm going to be a football player, but I'm going to play as a centre back, a right winger, and a fucking false nine. It's like it's completely different. You need to learn three completely different skills. What we're doing with EUGUGJ is we're basically saying I'm going to play right wing, right forward, or right mid. It's similar ballpark. It's the same sort of rules that we can apply to all of the positions. Versus gold, oil, Bitcoin, it's completely different thing for each. Obviously, they're all related to the dollar, but EU and GU right now, fam. Yeah, what you're looking at on EU and GU, I'm looking at longs, but obviously not really close to any entries right now. I'm not going to lie, I was wanting Arsenal to lose, but not just because I hate them. It was more the relevance of league positions. I mean, yeah, I think Liverpool are going to do well, aren't they? But I mean, what do you expect? What do you actually expect? Do you know what I mean? I honestly think, bro, as well. Like, I do think Liverpool are good, obviously, but even if Slot wins the league this year, which he probably will, and makes it 2-2, I still think that Klopp's clear. I don't care what anyone says. It takes a different type of manager to pull a team from being shit to winning the league. That's why someone like Fergie, I rate Fergie way more than Pep. Even though I love Pep and I do think he's a legend, Fergie's just better because he can take a team from nothing to everything. Same with Klopp. He took Liverpool from shit to everything. And that's if Arteta wins the league. He'll have taken us from shit to everything. So, obviously, he's done fuck all at the moment, so you can't put him in that conversation. But them type of managers I just rate way more than like the old Peps or the, what do you call him? The Baldy, I forgot his name now. Another J, where's J, bro? Where's the other J? Can't even see him. Hey, bro, can you go over the Daily Trope? And sorry if you've already gone over it. Yeah, I can, bro. Everyone, make sure you like my most recent YouTube video, though. When that hits 100 likes, I'm going to be doing the next episode in my boot camp. And Daily Trope will be very soon on from that. What do you think of my trade, Lou? Yeah, I like it, bro. Looks good. Yeah, I'm on live, bro. Let me give you a bell in like half hour. Sweet. Looking for shorts, EU and GU through the week. How comes, Kevin? I'm mainly looking at longs, bro, on EU and GU. looking at longs based on a higher time frame. It's important you don't get wrapped up in the retracement. I see a lot of people get wrapped up in the retracement. I get it, we've had 3 bearish days, but you can't just look at those 3 bearish days as standalone events. You can't just look at them like that. You've got to look at it like this. What are we actually doing? Well, if we actually look, we're part of a bullish range. And we're currently at the internal liquidity of that bullish range. We most recently broke a high, which means this is a bullish range. So bullish range in the internal. So we should come down to the internal and then take the external. So in a perfectly, beautifully formed bullish range, we'd still want these 3 candles to be bearish down to here. Because we need to go down to our POI, right? But the main thing is we haven't had a change of character. On the daily, bullish, retracement. Bullish, bullish, retracement. And then bullish again. That's what we want. Remember, bullish range, there's no reason why we should come out the downside of it. Most recently broke a high, so it is a bullish range, internal, external. That should be the move. A lot of people get wrapped up in the fact that, oh, it's been so bearish, and then they're chasing. So now, because it's been bearish, now they're chasing that next bearish move. And as soon as they start chasing it, is when they're just about too late. And then that's when the retracement ends and we start going to the upside. So yeah, bear that in mind. Don't get wrapped up in the retracement. Zoom out a bit and realise what we're actually doing. Because the price is going to play on you. If you didn't get in already, if you didn't already get in shorts, if you wasn't part of this 250 pip sell-off, don't try and join it 250 pips to the downside. Don't join it now. Do you really think you've caught it? Price has already moved down 250 pips, already moved down 250, and you haven't got involved. But now you want to get involved. It's going to play on these emotions. It knows that you're annoyed you've missed this bearish move. It knows that. And it knows you're wanting to so badly join in on the bearish move because you're like, oh, I missed that. Now I want to get the rest. And that is, again, like I said, the perfect point at the perfect amount of inducement for the noobs to get into sells. And then price just continues the bullish structure because we are in a bullish market. We're in a bullish structure. So bear that in mind. Yeah, I'll go through the daily true open in a minute, bro. Just give me a sec to get through all these questions and stuff. Go on, GU, there are equal lows. I'm heavy, shorts. Yeah, bro, you're going to have to give me more than that. I don't really care about no equal lows. Just giving you a whole bit of analysis. Don't want to hear about no equal lows. Any pair's got equal highs and equal lows. It's not good enough, really. Like, you've just heard all of that and gone, oh yeah, but there's equal lows. Really? Like, really, bro? Only take swing trades in Bitcoin. I do day traded in gold and oil. Fair play. Rick, I really strongly recommend you drop either gold or oil and just focus on just trading gold or just trading oil. I'm telling you for a fact, both of them pairs will provide enough profits for a full-time career in trading. Both of them individually will provide enough entries throughout the month in order for you to do well. You don't need 2 of them to make the profits meet. They're both going to provide trades near enough every day. They're both going to provide multiple entries a week. You want to be really on top of one of them. There's no need to trade both. You've got to think why. Why would you trade both? It's to get more profits, to maximize profits, because 2 pairs means more profits, right? Not necessarily. I would really strongly recommend just do gold or just do oil. It's fair enough if you swing trade in Bitcoin, that's sweet. But just do gold or just do oil and then know loads about oil. And all you've got to focus on is just oil. All your life matters around is just learning about oil. Just learning about oil or just learning about gold. Just learning about gold. And it will give you enough entries. What do you think of USDCAD? Let's have a look. Oh wait, G, you might retrace to that huge 4-hour order block before continuing down if it does. Because I'm seeing GU bullish as you. Let's go on the 4-hour order block that you're looking at. Yeah, what, this order block here? Yeah, that's what I was hoping for, man. If we look on the 1 hour as well, on EU it's there as well on the 1 hour. Just in line with the daily true open. So you can see it's a really nice point. If we do come down to that order block, that'll be lovely. Hopefully what we do, what I think we might do, come into this order block, convince people that we're going to short, tap us in, and then we're going to go long. That's what I think we could see for the remainder of the week. Well, not the remainder of the week, but this week. It's all about inducement. GU looks bullish. Yeah, I agree, bro. EURUSD buy at 616. Stop loss 695. 616. Oh, 7616. Fucking hell. If I was looking at buys and you really didn't want to wait for this, first of all, I wouldn't get in. I'd wait for this retracement because there's no way as a trader of you knowing if we're going to come into this higher time frame fair value gap, if we're going to come into this order block, or if we're going to come into this order block. If you're basically thinking that we're so bullish that we're not going to retrace, which is what you would be thinking if you wanted to buy right now, I would be going off of this. I would want to fill with this, at least price to tap into this as the catalyst to then move higher. So I'd at least want price to enter this to then go higher. You're saying you're entering at 7,616. Stop loss is at 695. Wait, what? How the fuck is your stop loss higher than your entry? Oh, sell. Decent. I mean, not saying I would go for. I just don't see enough confirmation. Stop loss at 695. You're right. So stop loss is on the high. I'd have my stop loss there as well, so that's alright. Entry. Yeah, I just don't see enough confirmation, bro. I don't know what confirmation you've really gone. We took the New York high, fair enough. Potentially tapped into this or an order block here. I mean, high, low, high, low. So we haven't had a change of character either. This is the swing low. We want to break this first in order to really be bearish. So, yeah, man, just nothing really there that we'd want. So for me, I wouldn't be getting in this, bro. It's not a trade I really like the look of. Yeah, we just don't have enough to tell us that we're going to come down. Oh. Just don't have enough, in my opinion. It's annoying that GJ, man. It's a great trade, but just it's a sell, bro. Type wrong. No worries, bro. What do you think of USD CAD? We've already had a look at that for someone else. It did actually look really nice, to be fair. Yeah, it looked nice to sell off that order block. Want to see if we can take out that 4-hour high, though. What you'd really want now in order to get sells is take out this 4-hour high. And then, obviously, we've got that 4-hour low to aim for. So, new candle's just started as well. Let me know what you think about EJ buyers. Nah, not something I'd want to get in on, bro, to be fair. Just not enough. You don't need to force these entries, man. We haven't taken the Asia high. We haven't taken the Asia low. We've really, if anything, rejected this to the downside. So, not enough for me for buys. Just really not enough. We've got this order block, which we haven't even really that nicely mitigated. We've kind of have, but yeah, definitely not something I'd be going for, bro, personally. Weekly bearish CRT on there, apparently. Very wiki, man. Very wiki. Wiki. Louis, any words of advice? I got my fresh 100k funded, but and itching to make money, but don't want to fall shit. Bit of advice for you. You want to make money, but you don't want to fall shit. Well, I mean, the thing is with, like, that is the challenge that it is offering you. That is the literal challenge. If you pass the fucking funded account, if you pass phase 1 and phase 2, it shows you know how to trade and what you're doing is correct. The only thing that's going to fuck you up is psychology. And this is another thing as well. If you just got funded, you're probably going to lose your first few trades. I ain't had a payout before despite being 400k funded this year. Yeah, so you're probably going to lose your first few trades on the account. The reason for that is if you've just got 5% in one month and then 8% in the next, you've had 2 very good months. And in fact, the second month, you've even overperformed. So you're probably going to slightly underperform in your next one. Just follow that trading plan. You need to have a trading plan. If you don't have a trading plan, then there's not much advice I can give you. What I would say is you've passed your phase 1 and phase 2 and got 400k funded using a trading plan. That trading plan works. So your job now as a trader is to follow that trading plan. Your job isn't to make money. So the fact you're saying, oh, I'm itching to make money. Well, that's not your job. Your job isn't to make money. So fucking stop doing it. Stop thinking that's your job. Your job is to follow the trading plan. When you want to make money, and this is for anyone watching, if you're itching to make money, improve your trading plan. Do forward testing, do back testing. When you're in the live markets, you're not trying to make money. You're trying to follow your trading plan. There's step 1, step 2. Step 1 is where you make your money. That's making your trading plan and preparing for the market. Step 2 is following that trading plan. The actual trading is just following the trading plan. You're just following a plan. So get that aspect of making money out of your head. The money's made before. The money's already been made. If your trading plan works, the money's been made. It's been written in the future already. If your trading plan doesn't work, then there's nothing you can do to make money on that account. It's going to lose. So question number 1 you need to ask yourself. Do you have a trading plan? Yes? Cool. Do you trust that trading plan? Yes? Alright, cool. Perfect. So all you've got to do is follow the trading plan. That's all you've got to do. You're not trying to make money. The trading plan makes you the money. Yeah, the money, exactly, Jed. The money is a byproduct of that. So just follow the trading plan and don't rush it. Do not rush it. Whatever you do, don't rush. You don't want to blow them accounts. $100k funded, bro. A 3-hour trade is $2,000. All you need to survive the month. I don't know how old you are, but most of us, if you're my age, all you really need, is $2,000, and you can eat and live, and that's it. So all you need is 3%. You need one 3-hour trade over the whole month, 30 days to catch one trade. If it happens on the last day, it happens on the last day. There's nothing wrong with that. But that'll be my advice to you, bro. Is don't look at the aspect of making money. Just focus on that trading plan. Your trading plan works. It got you in the position you are now. So focus on following that trading plan. And if you're looking at it going, I'll be honest, I can't really follow my trading plan because I don't have one. There's your fucking problem. There's your problem. Not problem, but something you've got to action. Yeah, a lot of people telling me about EJ. I do get what you're saying, but there's just not enough right now, man. There's not enough for me. There's not enough for me. If you did want to get in buyers, fair play. But yeah, man, there's just not enough, in my opinion. There's not enough. Send your entries to chart check, though, or your analysis, so I can have a little extra look at it. Might be a bit different, bit better than what I'm seeing. Retapped into that 4-hour. So let's see if we can have that last little bounce back up into the wicks to then hit that TP. Alright. Took an L on EU this morning. Didn't check EG beforehand. 5-minute inversion. Was expecting price to come down to prior week low. Lesson learned. Unlucky, bro. Yeah, man, it's important to look at that higher time frame and yeah, take that what I said earlier really, really carefully. Is don't get wrapped up in this retracement. Remember, if you're trying to catch this sell-off, you're chasing. Zoom out and look, where actually are we? If we've been bearish for 3 days, it's probably about time that we're bullish. Obviously, that's not how you want to look at the market, but just realise price is always going to try and induce you. And every single bullish piece of price action has a sell-off. And right down here, this is at the height of when traders are convinced that price is going to sell. Because they've seen this sell-off, they maybe missed an entry here, missed an entry here. So their psychology's high. Their emotions are high, sorry. They really want to sell. They really don't want to miss this move. They think, right, I'm so smart. I've saw the reversal from a mile off and it's happened. Their psychology's telling them to get in. They get in. Price is starting to print very bearish candles now, very strong bearish. They're like, yes, cool, let's get in. Right, we're getting in. Just at the last point, because price knows, they know your emotions. It knows your emotions. This market is just watching human emotion play out in real time. And as soon as you're at the height of your fear of missing out, price does that. And bear in mind that psychological game that goes on all the time, especially on the daily time frame, which is why your internal, external is so important, and why I keep drilling into your head. What are we coming from? What are we going to? This is so important, because then you won't see these little moves, that sell off and go, right, we're selling. You won't get wrapped up in the psychology of these moves. That's all people do. When they see those big candles, their mind gets wrapped up in the psychology of it, and they don't look normally. They don't look methodically. Just ask yourselves these two questions. What are we coming from? What are we going to? So when we go on EU, yeah, cool. You might see your little Asia liquidity grab sell from whatever reason here, but zoom out onto the daily and think. Two questions. What are we coming from, and what are we going to? Well, we're coming from this external liquidity, this buy side external liquidity, so we're bullish already. That's what we've gauged from that, and it's buy side liquidity, so that's what we're coming from. It's what we most recently took. And what are we going to? Well, we're going to this internal, right? That's what we're thinking. And now obviously we're at this internal, so now it swaps. So what are we coming from? We're coming from this internal. And what are we going to? We're going to this external. And then you're just going to avoid getting wrapped up into the emotions of these impulsive moves, because you know the great bigger picture. You know the plan. Bro, if I'm working a shit job ATM whilst trading, is it something to be ashamed of, bro? Yeah, man. Not going to lie. If you work a normal job, you're like, obviously not. What do you want me to say? If you're working a normal job, bro, like, you just got to do that. You have to do that. I had to do that. Mace had to do that. Stu had to do that. Fucking everyone had to do that. We've all had to go through them times of working a job. So yeah, man, there's nothing to be ashamed of. As Fredo said, being broke don't make you less of a man. What makes you less of a man is not trying to change that the best that you can. Alright. So don't worry, Kevin. You're loading, because I don't make much from this job. Yeah, but it is what it is, bro. Is what it is. We all had to do it, man. We all had to work a job we hate. Lou, what's the best way to backtest in bulk? Any automated platforms you can just put your plan into and backtest it. The best one you can really probably do that on is FX Replay, but I don't think you can actually do that exactly to the T. I think you sort of can actually, but I'll have a look into that. But I wouldn't recommend doing it automated. I recommend you need to see it with your own eyes, because you're trying to learn. As much as, yeah, the results are good, you get results, you want to see it play out and learn. So when you see it again, you're like, all right, cool, I remember that. So yeah, it is about collecting results and giving yourself confidence, but it's also about training your eye to what happens. So yeah, appreciate it, boys. No worries, MH. Louis, do you always risk 1% on your funded, or do you lower risk on your bigger accounts? I normally always risk 1%, bro. Pretty much always risk 1%. Sometimes I might risk a little bit lower, but it's yeah, only because I've been trading my same trading plan for years, so I sort of know when the positions are sort of higher risk. But if you're beginner to this trade, not beginner, but if it's like your first funded, I recommend just keep it with a flat 1 or flat 0.5. Don't change it, because chances are you probably don't really know properly what is a really good entry, what is a really bad one. You're just trading a plan on a basic level, so just keep it consistent. 2kg you long up 4R this morning, done for the week, we go again. Lovely, Aman. I don't know how you got in, but lovely. Kevin, circumstances do not make the man or woman, they merely reveal him to himself. Yeah, that's it, mate. That is it. Facts. How would you look at weekly EU? I'm bullish on weekly EU, C strokes. Bullish. Thoughts on DXY ATM? Yeah, a lot of people again they're thinking that price is going to be bullish. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be bullish. I don't think it will be. Again, I'm looking at the bigger picture. I've had the same bias. Have these three candles really changed what we've seen for the last 2 months or the whole entire Trump administration? The entire Trump administration's been bearish. Even look at this current range. We've just disrespected that. We've just now made a new bearish range. On the weekly, we've got the high and we've got the low. This is our bearish range, so we should retrace and then sell off again. Or even just continue that leg down, whatever we want to do. And then looking at it again. High, low, internal, external. So we should sell off from here. No reason why we shouldn't. Even in ideal market conditions, this is still going to happen. This exact retracement. So, is what it is. You got to be strong mentally, strong-minded, I suppose. Sorry to nag, bro, but can you go over the daily trope? I'm coming off break in 10 minutes. Yeah, so the daily trope is basically the algorithmic reference point in price for what is premium and what is discount. So if you look at it here, if you wanted to tell an algorithm buy high, sell low, right? What is high, what is low? It doesn't mean anything. It's just a word. But once you put on the daily true open, so this is basically 5 a.m. London time, which is 12 o'clock New York. So when the day opens, the true day open, it's also started a Q2 of the quarterly theory, but that's probably saying a bit more advanced. But it's essentially the start of the New York day. So then you can tell an algorithm, if you want to tell it to sell at premium and buy at discount prices, if you now know that price started, opened at the day at, let's just say it's 199. Let's just say this was 200 for simplification. So now we know that the price opened at this. So now if you tell algorithms to get in buyers at discount prices, it can say, cool, 200 is our standard price. This is our average price, our true open price. Anything below that, I'm going to buy. So when it gets to 199 or 198, it can now see that as a cheap price because it has a reference point being the daily true open. So it buys. Same way, it now sees 201 as a premium point in price and then sells. So it's just an algorithmic reference point that you can program in for price to know. And basically what the result of that is all the best sells will be from above the daily true open. All the best buys will come from below it. And you can test that for any pair every single day and it will be the case. Look at the best sells today. One here and one here. Both above the daily true open. And this one even just about retested it just to sell off. Look at the best buyers. There's only really one. It was here. And that came from, again, below the daily true open. So the best sells you can see above, best buyers below. And it works super consistently. If you don't use the daily true open and you're trading London session with me and my members, we're already a step ahead. Already a big step ahead of you, man. So you need to start using that if you don't use a daily true open. You're fucking shark food. Found my funded. Got it, to be fair. A bit ashamed to tell anyone. Thoughts, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, just don't tell anyone. That's just it. You shouldn't tell anyone, bro. Like, when you're doing well, don't tell anyone. When you're doing bad, don't tell anyone. It's different. If you're in a community like here, you can tell us. Because we actually know about trading. We know about the reality. We're going to give you proper advice. But don't be telling your parents, your siblings, your mates, oh, I'm nearly passing. I'm nearly passing. Because it's just going to build that psychology. It's going to build that psychology. The way you should look at these fundeds is it doesn't matter if you pass or fail. It matters about doing the right thing because you'll pass eventually. Like with me, I passed probably about 5-10 challenges before. Sorry. Yeah, it's about psychology. Like, the more you tell people, the worse. The more emotions that are going to get involved because you're no longer doing it for yourself. You're doing it for other people. You've got to be doing this completely for yourself. The minute you bring other people into it, your emotions start getting the best of you. You need to, like, don't fuck what anyone else thinks. You're doing it for you. And this is speaking to you directly. You need to understand, it doesn't matter if you pass. It doesn't matter if you fail. What matters is you pass eventually. If you don't pass for the next 6 months and you pass in 6 months, that's still good. If you don't pass for the next year and then you pass in a year, that's still good. Because remember, we're planning the rest of our whole lives here. You need to look at yourself. No kendo, no party. You need to look at yourself. You need to look at yourself here. And not bother thinking about everyone else. Yeah, you need to solely think about yourself. The minute you add people into it, You start doing it for them. And then people don't understand it like you do. Like you understand. People ain't going to understand. If you spend 5 bills, blow an account, 5 bills, blow an account, 5 bills, blow, they're going to say, fucking wait, what's your name? They're going to say, Bobby, mate, why do you keep buying these accounts? Like you keep failing them. Do you not think trading just doesn't work? They don't know what they're talking about. So why are you even going to bring them into it? Like, I know. I'm someone who does this shit full time. Have done it for years. Bruv, I know why you're doing it because I did the same shit. Because every time you fail it, you get a bit better. They don't understand it. You only understand it yourself. So you're the only one that can rationalise with what you're doing and with your results. So don't try and rationalise with other people because they don't understand. They don't understand trading. They don't understand the journey. They don't understand what it takes. Do you think my parents didn't understand? My mates didn't understand. They don't. People ain't gonna understand. That's why you got to keep it to yourself. Only you can rationalise with a journey because you know the whole, like, all the pros, all the cons, how hard it is to make it, the rewards when you do make it. These lot probably still think you make fucking 20% a month. Like, these lot don't know shit. Don't rationalise with people that don't fully know because it's never gonna go well. Only rationalise with yourself because only you is the person that matters. Once you've made it, then you can start telling them. Because I guarantee you, when you say, oh, cool, I made 8 grand this morning, and they say, what, you made 8 grand? I thought you was 400k funded. That's a bit shit. You can't rationalise with these people. They don't understand your industry. So just fuck them and stick to yourself. If they ask how it is going, yeah, good, bro, I'm just loading, innit? Just loading. Just say that, I'm just loading. How's it going? Yeah, it's good, bro, just loading. Just working hard, man, just loading. That's all you got to say. You think TJR is real? No, I think he's a robot. I'm thinking shorts, to be fair. Weekly bearish EJ. Yeah, a lot of people, there's a lot of disagreement on JPY pairs, which I do get because the end basket is very bearish, but right now it's bullish of this 4 hour. So to be fair, I would really leave the JPY pairs for today and see how the day ends. If price obviously starts looking like it's going to break out of this high, then we could have a higher time frame reversal on our hands. If not, we are still in this bearish range, so we should really just continue to the downside off of that imbalance. So yeah, we want to see, does this leg actually end up doing anything? Or is it just going to sort of piss about, in which case we can continue shorts tomorrow. Not an optimal day to try. Oh, it's fucking bank holiday on the end basket tomorrow. So yeah, we should know on Wednesday, basically, what to do. Thank you for your explanation. No worries, bro. Enjoy every step. I'll laugh when I blow an account. It is what it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? You can't be too time based with trading, like in terms of how long it's going to take you. Don't think the shorts will come today. Yeah, I agree. It's probably going to be like Wednesday when we really get good shorts. Hang on. Sorry about that, chat. Do you think GBP... Alright, one only, not going to lie. Okay, no, they're different comments. Can you check GU chart, brother? No worries. What are your thoughts on GU? I'm in buyers. Do you think GU will keep going up? Yeah, bro, I do think we're going to keep going up on a higher time frame scale. But like in terms of the 15-minute, we are probably going to see a retracement. Let me get rid of this real quick. What we're probably going to see is price retracing down to this sort of area here. This sort of area here, and then we're going to start to potentially see buyers kick back in. So yeah, this order block here is the one that I'll be looking at. So yeah, probably down there, bro, is when we're going to start seeing buyers kick back in. So it does sort of depend where your entry is. I haven't entered Mehmet yet. This isn't a competition, mate. Oh. My stop's at break even, so I don't care. Wait. I'm in sales in GU. The battle between the one and only and Kevin. The battle between one only and Kevin. What a name. I'd only just realised what one only name is. I am looking for buyers on GU and DXY. Oh, buyers for GU and sells on DXY. Kevin's on sales from 3,950. Good luck. I don't know why you would have entered sales, bro, but fair play. Yeah, why have you entered sales, Kev? Stops at break even as well. Are you a literal pussy? Oh, you break even, mate. Kevin, bro. 5 pips in profit and you have your stop at break even. Are you trying to win a trade? Or are you just trying not to lose a trade? Kevin, you haven't got to say your stop loss at break even just so, like, if it loses, you don't look like a mug in the chat. Do you know what I mean? That shouldn't be your main, your main fucking reason. Can you check DXY, bro? Yeah, I'll check it in a sec, bro. Let me just read all these comments real quick. There's a bit of a battle going on. 2 wins. Current thoughts on GU. Yeah, bro, bullish, man. Bullish on GU. Potentially could come down to here, but there's no evidence that we will come down to here. But if we start coming down, this is where I think buyers will re-enter. But there's no evidence right now that we're necessarily going to come down. It just sort of looks like we will. This isn't no competition. This isn't no completion. Everyone has their own bias. Mehmet, stop causing arguments. Yeah, nah, facts. Facts. Don't put stop loss at break even, Kevin. That's bad for you. You just said you were in buyers. I respect your opinion, Kevin. Mehmet, that's part of my plan. I floated 1.8R. One only. Thought you said you were. Thought you said I'm in buyers, so I thought you were. Oh, fair enough, Kevin. B for me. Have a good stream, bro. Bless. Sweet, Bobby. Have a good one, brother. I'd honestly rather take SL than BE. Yeah, trust me. I'd rather BE than SL any day. Yeah, well, I wouldn't personally. I'd rather hit stop loss than break even for sure. For sure. Break even's not going to do anything for you. It's really not. It's really not. Do you does anyone in the do people actually think you can have a non-profitable trading plan, add in stop loss at break even and it becomes profitable? In what fucking world would that be the case? Do you not think everyone would do it? Causing arguments is a prank, bro. You got pranked. Wait, what? Does anyone think you've got a non-profitable trading plan, you add stop loss at break even and it becomes profitable? I'm joking, one only. Stop getting emotional. Oh. I mean, fair enough if that is your trading plan, stop loss at break even, but yeah, that Destiny tweeted, this Charlie Kirk memorial is indistinguishable from a Nazi rally, and fuck anyone who wants to pretend it's not. What is actually and that's the picture. Just a bird crying. That young man, I forgive him, is what she said. Yeah. In Adolf Hitler 1939, I forgive him. BE stops you from losing and winning many trades. SL stops one trade from losing. Yeah, facts. That is facts. Do you trade Euro CHF? No, I don't, bro. I don't, brother. No, that is facts, Michael, though. That is facts. What's that GJ saying? Is it coming back up? Alright, that GJ's coming back up, so it might tap us in. I was gonna jump off, but let's see this get tapped in real quick if it does. It is so true though, bro. Like they reckon Lamine Yamal's gonna win the Ballon d'Or. He's got 9 goals and 0 big trophies. Like football is so finished. Football is so finished. 9 Ballon d'Ors, you know. Lamine Yamal will travel to France for the Ballon d'Or ceremony, accompanied by 20 of his family members. All members of the family will wear outfits from Dolce & Gabbana. Mate, I bare don't like Yamal, innit? I don't not like him, that's harsh, but bruv, he thinks he's the fucking bollocks. You ain't done shit, lad. You actually haven't done shit. Like, you're a world-class player. No one's saying you're not a world-class player, but don't be just walking about like you're the best player in the world. You haven't done nothing to say that. You haven't won niche, mate. I know they won the Euros, but they was the best team in the Euros, so I mean, I don't care about that. Until you win the league or the Champions League and you score a goal in the final like Messi and Ronaldo used to do, or every fucking year, then start dressing about in your Dolce & Gabbana white suits with your shirt fucking hanging out and your fucking chain on. Like, bro, he's cold, but mate, fucking hell, you ain't that guy yet. You ain't that guy yet. There's many a better player than you, in my opinion. I think Haaland's better. I think Haaland's the best player in the world, and I'm done with the disrespect to him. Like, Yamal is good, bro, but it's just the way he walks about like he's the GOAT, or like he's the best player, like he's clear the best player in the world. Like, you are a really good player. You're not the best player in your position, mate. I know Dembele sort of plays up top. I'd rather have Dembele on the right. Done more than your lame ass. Wonder what it's like watching me through a screen with cum on your chest. Ask the catter. He's 18, ain't he? Yeah. Nobody will ever be close to Messi and Ronaldo. We were so blessed growing up. Yeah, trust me. Arda Gula better than Yamal. Yamal's a good player, bruv, but he just thinks he's so cold. Staccato's already got one ball in his hand and his tongue up his arse already. Staccato, we're gonna start calling him Ankles. Staccato's new nickname's Ankles. Staccato's new nickname's Ankles, everyone. Let's all refer to him as Ankles from now on. Can see GJ going higher, to be honest. Yes, bro. Let's see how it moves, trust me. I hate people that say shit like that as well. It's always Barca fans, bruv. Like, mate, what are you talking about, bruv? So, it's basically what you're saying is I couldn't criticise fucking Jordan Henderson because he's a better football player than me. Well, fucking obviously it's his job, mate. Do you know what I mean? Oh, well, he's done more than you. Oh, obviously, man, I'm not a fucking football player, am I? Ankles, you good, bro. By the way, the reason we call him Ankles is because he's so far up people's arses, all you can see is his ankles hanging out the bottom. So we call him Ankles. Can you check GU, bro? Oh, mate, why has it come so close to entry? Yeah, GU just moving up, really. Well, not really moving up, not really moving down. Just accumulating. Might just continue down to that retracement. I love the way he's on your stream watching you talk. Hundreds of people live saying whilst he sits at home watching. Yeah, trust. Innit? Go watch Lamine Yamal stream trading, bro. He don't know you, bro. It's just the worst. It's just the worst. Like, it's just the worst fucking like rebuttal in it between a football player. Like, the amount of times there is so many fucking football fans in here that I've slated. Everyone who said anything about football in here, I've just mocked one of their players or something. No one ever has been like, well, yeah, well, Harry Maguire's better than you. Cheers. Yeah, he is better than me. He's way better than me, actually. It'd absolutely embarrass me if we ever stepped onto a football pitch, which is lucky that we never will together. He was offended. I think he left alive as well. Fucking hell. Unless he's been muted, because his comments are just so vile in response to me. We've birthed a hater. Yeah, unlucky whoever got in that EG. Unlucky. That's why I don't trade this shit pair, man. That's why I don't trade this shit pair. But yeah, whoever got in on that, unlucky. He must have a poster of him on the wall. Yeah, trust. He probably got it out of the Match magazine. His brother's probably got, like, you know what normal people have, and you got, like, fit birds on your wall. You got, like, a poster of, like, a good-looking bird, like Cheryl Cole or something on your wall when you're a kid. Nah, he's just got Lamine Yamal in, like, Dolce & Gabbana suits with his little hair. Oh, yes, Lamine. Yes, Lamine. Next is potato box he's trying to sell. Trust me. He must have... No, I'd take Maguire on that way as well. You get... Okay, fucking hell. I quite like Maguire. I don't think he's terrible. He just costs way too much for what he is. What's your bias on Euro JPY? Why does everyone keep asking me about fucking Euro JPY? Nothing, bro. I'm not trying to trade it. Look at it. I'm not trying to trade Euro JPY. There's no clear direction other than really bullish. But even the bullish direction's not super clean, like you can see by the price action. So, yeah, I mean, bullish... But right now, the yen basket's looking bullish as well, so I don't want to trade it. We don't want to trade it when the yen basket's looking kind of bullish. We want the yen basket to continue that bearish momentum. But as I said, it might take a day for that to actually confirm to be happen. So everyone asks me about Euro JPY. Pick another fucking pair, please. If anything, then yeah, buys, I suppose. But nothing I'd really be looking to get into because we haven't taken the Friday low. I mean, we haven't taken the Asia low. We haven't taken anything really. We just tapped into an order block. And we've been rejecting off this for like all morning. So nothing I'd really look to trade. Maguire better than you, but he can't identify high lows or high highs or high lows. Trust me, bro. Bro, Maguire could not jump on a stream and win a trade. Maguire couldn't even mark up the charts, bro. So I don't want to hear about his footballing ability. Lou, just quick, what? Lou, just a quick one. What's your JPY saying? Fuck you, VGOK. Why sell GJ if you're so low in the bearish range? It's not my trade, bro. It's one of our signal providers' trades, and he's a very good swing trader, so I do trust his analysis. He's 6R up this month off only 2 trades, so it's just his own. Thoughts on you, JRG? Oh, fuck you, Michael, as well, bro. Love, bro. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Appreciate it, Mehmet. Have a good one, bro. What about EJ, Lou? Jed as well. Fuck you. Please, fuck yourself with a big long stick. Oh, I've just fucking broken that vape because of that. That is jokes, bro. There's some fucking like 5-year-old Arsenal fan running around, going up to Erling Haaland going, wanker, running up and down the street, wanker. Haaland's just creasing at him. To be fair, like, does he really think he's going to intimidate Haaland? He is genuinely about 13, running up going, back off Haaland. Yes, bro, what you saying on EJ? I'm going to do a road to shore in a minute and fucking throw this chair at my wall. If one more person asks me about EJ. Should I resell GJ? What do you mean resell? What are these have we all just lost brain cells past 10 AM? Outside the kill zone, do we all just lose? But what do you mean resell? Have Like, do you mean close your buy? Do you mean, or do you mean enter another sell? I'm like 5 to 10 pips in drawdown. Don't enter again, bro. Just stick to your entry, stick to your stop loss. You had your entry, your stop loss set for a reason, bro. So just stick to it. Just stick to it, bro. You don't want to change it for nothing. If you take a loss, that's fine. If you take a win, that's great. You don't want to change your entry or double down on it. They're all girls as well. All of them are like girls. He's proper giving it, to be fair. Proper. He's there with his older sisters. His older sisters are telling him just... All the girls are like waving at him and that. And showing their Arsenal flags. He's there with about 10 girls, all his age. And they're all like waving. And he's running along going, long hair, wanker. All his sisters are going, fuck off, stop. What a little legend, bruv. Haaland's just creasing at him. That is jokes, bruv. Sisters better telling him off and that. Open another. Yeah, no, I wouldn't open another, bro. Keep that trade. Oh, yeah, no, keep it, bro. Yeah, keep it. If you got in, I always recommend, if you got in a trade, hold it to stop loss or TP. You want to get them results down. You want to test your psychology out. You can't, like, if the trade's going to win, it's going to win. If it's going to lose, it's going to lose. Closing it a little bit early or moving your stop loss ain't going to change that. Don't double down. No, don't double down. Keep it standard. Yeah, I'm probably going to jump off now, though, boys. Everyone drop a like before you leave. We're only on 39 likes. Let's get this stream on 50 likes, boys, so we can have a better stream tomorrow. Even more, man. We still hit good numbers today, boys. We was on like 120 at our highest. I think like 125 at our highest. We're going to hit 150 tomorrow. I can tell. 150 tomorrow. Easy. But everyone like the stream. We need 11 more likes till 50s. Yo, Lou, what's your opinion on me, bro? It's a good question. My opinion on you. Ops on me. Ops on Kevin. Funny should YouTube. We ain't a 0 to 50, man. We're a 50 to 100, man, innit? We're a serious team out here. So let's not let YouTube mock us. Better entry and 2x5 reward. Yeah, but if it loses, you lose twice. So it's not as simple as that, bro, Nathan. It's my advice. Take it or leave it, bro. I'm telling you that advice for a reason. You're probably sitting there thinking, but it's free money. It's obviously not. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is. And that is also my advice to you, so... Sweet, Kev, mate. Yo, is this GJ entry valid? It's not my entry, bro. It's not my entry, so I can't really advise you. It looks like a good trade to me. I think you're leng, bro. W's in the chat for Kevin. The first nice comment he's ever left me. I am taking it. Sweet, then. Fuck me, Nathan. Why even ask, then? Why even ask? Bro, before you go, can you check UJ? Mez, I don't know if that's a joke. But UJ... Bro, don't tell me about... No, JPY pairs, right? This is my analysis. For all JPY pairs, I would not touch JPY pairs tomorrow. Till tomorrow, or till Wednesday, actually. Reason being is if we look at the M basket, on the higher time frame, we're very, very bearish. But this morning and today, we've opened very bullish. So overall, we're very bearish. This morning, we've opened really nicely off an order block bullish. So we want to wait for the higher time frame and the current momentum to align bearishly. So what we want to do is we want to wait for this day to finish because we're hoping, so we've got an internal order block here and obviously an external high. We don't want that move to happen because that'll be against our overall bearish trend. We want this bearish range to hold. And we actually just want it to continue down into that low. But we're not going to know if that's the case yet. So we want to wait for today to play out. See if this retracement ends or not. Or see if it wants to continue down. Wait for essentially the conclusion of this move here. We want to know, are we just going to move to this low? Or are we going to move to this high? What are we going to be more attracted to? Hopefully that should become clear after the end of today. Once that becomes clear after the end of the day, tomorrow we then have a bank holiday for the JPY or for Japan. So we're not really going to be trading it. And then Wednesday, we'll have yet another day of completed. And then we'll really know a bit more what direction we're going. But tomorrow we got a bank holiday, so we won't be trading. Today it's unclear, so we won't be trading. We're just looking to see what happens on Wednesday. And then we're going to trade it Wednesday. That's what we're looking for. But yeah, Kev's scared of Master Stu. Kev muting him again. Just love you, bro. G, come on. What about EJ? Right, Jed, kill yourself. V got kill yourself. And anyone else want to kill himself? Nah, but yeah, big up to everyone who tuned in today, boys. Again, EU and GU, we got the direction spot on. Just, again, didn't really tap us in. What I keep saying, though, we do the same thing day in, day out. We will eventually get a trade. We wanted from here to catch 30 pips to the upside. And you can see it was slightly short, but we did end up getting that 30 pips to the upside. It was just before our entry, which would have been on that daily true open. So very close. We got exactly what we want. If we do that every day, we're not going to miss entry every day, and we will just win. Exactly what I've been telling you, which is why this month we're up a lovely amount. Even though the first 2.5 weeks of this month were shit. We're still up a lovely amount. I'm up a lot. Members are up a lot. Signal members are up a lot. We're cooking, boys. But big up to everyone who tuned in for this live. Macy's going to be live for the New York session. Booming little 2.5 hour live. And yeah, man, make sure you're there for 1 o'clock. Hopefully this GJ taps in and we'll see where we go. Everyone, remember, like my most recent YouTube video if you want the next episode of the boot camp to come out. I know this one, the most recent one, 1 and 2, you probably know already. But on episode 3, episode 4, 5, 6, they're all going to be very, very good concepts like liquidity, daily true open, quarterly theory, stuff like that that's really going to help. So everyone drop a like. I know it's quite long. It's a video you already know the answers to. But when it hits 100 likes, you're going to get a lot of benefit from the next episode. So longest live ever. Come on, Jesse. W's to everyone in the chat. Big up to everyone. Best community in the game. Fastest growing community in the game. Best team in general. Anyone wants to get in the signals or mentorship, send me a message on Discord. I'll never message you first on Discord, and I'll never ask you for anything in crypto. So everyone, make sure you don't get scammed by a fake account. I'll never message you first. If you want to message me, there's only one way to message me. You got to come to this message here. Go to here. Announcements. Reason why you got to go to announcements is because only me and Mace's real account can type in it, and Stu, I think, as well. So only me and Mace's accounts. Forex welcome announcements. You see my name, click on my name and say yo. So for example, I'd click on Mace's name and say, hello, mate. You're really cool and funny. Can I join the mentorship? And then you click enter and it sends, right? That's the only way to message us. And when you do that, you're going to be brought onto a DM. I don't really want to show you that DM because fuck me, I don't know what's on there.